Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, host of a Totally Turtle sports and gaming YouTube channel, and you're listening to the Case and Lunatics Podcast Network.
Episode 48, kids. We're almost at the finish line. Hello, welcome back to another episode of Unlimited Justice, your Justice League, your Justice Society, and this week, your Flash podcast. I am Phil, joining me, as always, the fastest woman alive. To kill you, it is.
It's a little tougher. The drunkest woman alive. Thank you very much.
Well, it's the day after. What's black? It's the day after Thanksgiving. The most hungover woman alive.
Exactly.
All right, kids. So yes, we're going to talk some Dead Heat from The Flash, 108 through 111, and Impulse 10 and 11. Because Lilith Hellfire demanded it. More Impulse.
Yeah, I mean, he gets shortchanged, you know. It's a little spotlight on Barty.
One of the most impulsive women I know says more Impulse. All right, so, before we jump in, did I send you the link? I know I sent it to Will that next year we are getting 2 Green Lantern monthlies.
Yeah.
Which I find interesting. I forgot to ask Will. I'm going to have to ask him because the Howard Jordan book is going to be written by a woman. I'm like, that's going to be the first time a woman's written monthly Howard Jordan, right?
Yeah.
That should be interesting. And then Philip Kennedy Johnson's writing a John Stewart book later in the year.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, I wonder if him and Superman are going to be hanging out a lot more.
No, they totally are. That's what I was thinking.
Because, I mean, look at Tom Taylor, what Tom Taylor did with Nightwing and John Kent, so.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that? Action 1050, they've already said Clark Kent and John Kent are getting secret identities again.
Gotta clean that mess up, eh?
I was thinking about that. Oh, we'll get to that next episode, but I'm just like, it's always just like, how long until they reverse everything Bendis did while he was here?
Yeah.
Name me a book that wasn't something he created from scratch, where they haven't like gone back on the stuff he's done. Daredevil.
I'll wait.
Daredevil, Superman. He revealed the identities. Iron Man. The Starks weren't his parents. I feel it in my bones that's going to be reversed any day now, and just what was the other example? Oh, Moon Knight. Yeah, we went right back to the same personalities after Bendis. So
yeah. Poor guy just can't catch a break.
Well, like I said, he always comes when it's already a pre-existing thing. He always comes in, seems like, and tries to reinvent the wheel, and it's just like you could. I mean, again, you work with the history. You don't just say, "Oh, I'm going to throw everything out and set a new foundation myself." It's like, really?
Yeah.
Once again, Al Ewing with the Immortal Hulk. Look what he did. He built on what Peter David and everyone else had built before him. You use the history. Those who forget the comic history are
exactly
lambasted on the internet. All right. But more on that next week. All right. So, that's for that reminds me. I'm gonna wanted to get a hold of our friends and be like, hey, is anyone? But I'm sure.
Send in your feedback for Bash Bendis Day.
24 hours or less. No, I think between you and me, we got enough. That man's gonna hear enough. All right, so yes, we are covering the Flash, Dead Heat. So, shall we jump in? 6 issues.
Let's go.
Your typical 90s crossover. 6 issues. All right. It starts in The Flash, 108, December 1995. Dead Heat first lap. Flat-footed.
Yikes. Disqualified from the military.
Oh. No, it says bone spurs, in his foot. Writer Mark Wade, penciler Oscar Jimenez, inker Jose Marzan Jr., colorist Tom McGraw, letterer Gaspar Saladino, and editors Brian Augustin and Alessandro Morales. All the speedsters suddenly lose their super speed, and one of them, Cassiopeia, died when his speed gave out while he was running up the side of a building. Remember capitalist couriers, kids?
You're running up that hill.
remember the Russians who embraced capitalism?
Yeah, fools, a lot of them.
Wally West is attacked by a couple of ninjas with super speed, then confronted by Jesse Quick and Jay Garrick, who believe he is responsible for draining their powers.
Sure. Blame the redheaded stepchild.
Because he's mainlining that speed force. Wally finds this hard to believe, so he interrogates the lone remaining ninja, who reveals himself to be a Thunderbolts agent working for Savitar. That's right, kids. We're going to tell you who the real Savitar is.
I am the future Barry Allen. Hashtag forever bitter, bro.
I am the future Flash. No. I meant that literally.
That's why the English language is messed up, because it all depends on where the comma goes. See, that's how you interpret it.
Comma, chameleon. I said it. The agent says Savitar stripped the unworthy of their swiftness and will eliminate all true students of the Lightning. Wally decides they need to consult with Max Mercury, but Savitar has captured him and sent his agents to kill Impulse and XS.
You're not gonna do it? Fine, I'll do it. There can only be one.
I am immortal.
That's on Peacock, by the way, guys. All the seasons. Yeah. I think the movies too, but we don't have to talk about anything past the second movie.
Wait, is the second one where they were all aliens, or was that the third one?
That was the third one.
Okay.
And then it gets weirder from there. It gets into witchcraft and yeah.
First
two and pretend like nothing else matters.
It's been a decade or two since I've seen any of those movies. Meanwhile, Iris Allen tries to warn Johnny Quick that someone's life is in peril right now, and it's time for him to believe in the Speed Force, but he dismisses her.
The hell is the Speed Force? Tinkerbell?
That's what I was going to say. Clap so it doesn't die.
I think Peter Pan got canceled, so kids today don't know about Peter Pan, so. They cancel a lot of stuff, so.
Mm-hmm. So any thoughts on this, Lilith?
No, I mean, this is a great setup issue. It's nice to see, though. Even though it's like, you're in mortal danger kind of things, it's nice to see the Flash fam. Just saying.
Yeah. We kind of, and that's in that summary, we all glossed over Wally and Linda having lunch, and all of a sudden he gets attacked by a super fast ninja. I
mean, just another day for Wally. Can we all just be honest? Like, God, his run was weird.
I know. It's
you literally never knew what you were gonna get. So,
and you got to hand it to Mark Wade. He could have kept pulling the hey, Savitar's back, and he really didn't.
I would have. So yeah, he's much better than us.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm partial to the velocity situation, so whatever.
But again, realistically, it's like, who's going to give a speedster a hard time? Another speedster.
Black Death.
Red Death.
No, Black Death. You'll understand in a couple of months.
Oh, you mean when Batwoman shows up?
Yeah.
Okay. Ugh.
Oof.
Wait, is that what we're calling her, or are you making commentary?
Commentary.
Oh my. She's
I
like,
can say that.
Lil's like, we're really bringing that one back. We're not wrapping up that Legends cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Oh my god, just like Wildcat bleeding out on those streets, man. Them Legends still in prison.
I mean, it's where they belong. They're menaces. I get it.
I know, but if anyone, Sarah deserves an ending. I mean, she's been there all
She's a boyfriend stealer from her sister. She can kick rocks at the end of the day. Okay.
Oh my. Oh my.
Listen, I love both Katies, but White Canary, I got feelings.
Oh my. All right. So let's get to part 2. Still in the Flash.
Oddly enough.
The Flash 109.
They're like, we're gonna do some more heavy lifting. Just hold on.
Well, they had to plant Impulse squarely in the middle, so it's like
exactly. Like, oh, you're not getting out of these Impulse issues. No, sir.
No. So it's like, let's lift the numbers up on that book. Probably.
Exactly. They're like, you're not getting out of these Impulse books. You're gonna buy them.
Interestingly enough, when I bought these brand new, I think I did skip the Impulse issues. I was like, wait a minute.
Heathen! Blasphemer!
I wasn't collecting Impulse, and I guess I was all high on myself. I was like, F you, you're not going to make me buy a book I ain't buying. And I'm just like, wait, I can get the first part and the last part in the book.
Wait a minute. You like Tim Drake, but you skipped Impulse? It's like half a dozen same as the other, bud.
Hey, listen, Chickie. I was still in high school. All right, you know when I was buying
that
books
Taco Bell wasn't paying McDonald's.
No. McDonald's, yes. I was gonna say, you want how many books you want me to buy on a McDonald's budget? Hello.
They were only $1.50, Phil. Jeez.
And again, I ain't working 40 hours a week either. I'm in school.
Oh, these kids today are because they don't want to pay adults the wage.
Exactly. Oh, they're looking at my works. I guess that they're looking at they might have to like pay us a little more because it's like, oh, McDonald's is hiring at like $15-$16. I guess they're like, oh no.
Good.
Exactly. Let's raise everyone
CEOs
up.
don't need another yacht. Okay. Remember, children, eat the rich.
Okay, Army Hammer.
No. Not if you're rich, eat other people. Eat the rich.
Eat the rich. All right, Steven Tyler. All right, The Flash 109 from January 1996. Dead Heat, second lap, a swiftly tilting planet.
No, this isn't an allusion to that Superman movie ending.
You mean Superman 3, the best movie ever?
Oof. I mean, the patrons agreed with them, so what do they know?
Man, that cheap beer, man, that must be a hell of a drug.
We're doing me now?
All right. Wally West takes Linda Park, Hale, Jay Garrick, and Jesse Quick to Manchester, Alabama to ask Max Mercury about Savitar.
That's your first problem. You're in Alabama.
I know. I'm like, boy, Max is really hiding Bart in the middle of nowhere, right?
Oh, yeah. That's more obscure than freaking Smallville.
Exactly.
Will's like, I've come out unscathed this time. It's Alabama.
Exactly. I was gonna say that makes Kentucky look like Metropolis.
I gotta rub that one in.
Instead, they find Impulse and XS being attacked by Savitar's agents. Wally's able to easily defeat the ninjas, and Bart tells him Max has been missing for several days.
You know why those ninjas were so easy to beat, Phil? Because D.G. Chichester didn't write them.
True.
It's a whole thing now.
I know, exactly. Oh, every ninja story we cover, we should judge it on the Chichester scale.
Yes. Motion carried. If you're not DG Chichester, you can't write ninjas.
Oh my god! Next time we talk to him, next Saturday, remind me. We got to tell him that. Just I just want to see him on camera. Go, oh, you idiots. And we know Max is in peril because he left Impulse on his own for several days.
Well, to be fair, Max Mercury's kind of a villain, but we'll talk about that later, maybe.
Oh, burn!
Don't you think so? I've never thought of him as a hero. He's always been suspicious at best.
I mean, we'll get into his motives in this story. I think he had good intentions. He just went about them the wrong way because he.
You know what they say?
Kind of just
the path to hell is paved with good intentions.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, just keeping everyone in the dark. I think
It never works in a superhero story. Never.
I know. So they search through Max's journals and find an entry on Savitar. Max once battled Savitar with Johnny Quick years ago. Like they said, it was after Jay retired that first time and before Barry Allen became the Flash. So
it's a very small window.
Yeah. That's why there's not 20 other speedsters. Yes. To defeat him, Max led the villain to the edge of the Speed Force. Max jumped out before Savitar, skipping ahead in time only a few years, but he knew Savitar would eventually return in the future with more power and knowledge from the Speed Force. Max then escapes from Savitar and joins up with the other heroes, but is wounded, as Savitar has carved a map to his castle in Max's chest. What is this, the Lilith Hellfire playbook?
He didn't get consent, so no, it is not the Lilith Hellfire playbook.
She maimed people just with consent, kids.
It's no fun if they don't want it, kids.
Hey, whoa, hey, oh. Lilith is like, yes, all beatings are consensual.
Happy NSA agent.
Wally asks XS to give Jessie Quick her Legion flight ring since he trusts Jessie and she already knows how to use flying as a combat skill. Wally and Jessie then head out to drop Max off at the hospital and confront Savitar. I love, that flashback when they show Max and Savitar bounce off the Speed Force and Max, like, guess what is that supposed to be, the 70s? Because everyone looks like everyone's like in bell bottoms and he's like hoarding himself up on like a Volkswagen or something.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to say, this was early 50s because it was before Barry Allen, but that's when that battle took.
If you know your comic book histories, you can infer.
Mm-hmm. Right before the Silver Age started. Because that's the better way to put it. Before the Silver Age started. Because
before everybody was all hopped up on hard water.
Oh yeah. Well, again, and Mark Waid trying to tie everyone's origins into one thing, the Speed Force.
Yes, this is a very great love story to the speedsters. It is.
Yes, because
I don't think a lot of people realize how big the Flash fam really is.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's sprawling. Now, are some of those branches tied back into each other? Probably.
Whoa. And again, who would have remembered Max Mercury if it wasn't for Mark Waid? I mean, Lilith might have, but not.
Yeah, I was gonna say me.
Why, did you read some of his earlier stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was only because of I inadvertently read this stuff first and then went back and found the old stuff. So
yeah, that's the way I would have done it. Because I mean, before I read this, I wanted to.
The Johnny stuff, and it's like it's tough to get through because they're always just sitting around talking in those books that they were in. Like literally, it's just a round table. And they're just it's like one big long issue of I almost got them.
Tying it into the beginning of this podcast when we covered the first appearance of the Justice Society.
Exactly, that's how all those stories were.
Let me tell you how.
Light a cigarette and smack the secretary on her ass. I got a story to tell you, boys.
Wow.
Those are the vibes. I'm just saying, those were the vibes.
Let me tell you how I punched a Nazi in the face, eh? Although I should say, Will always has me do this. Friend of the show, Mark Wade.
Hi, this is Mark. You're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
That's because he's a man of fine taste and distinction.
Exactly. Unlike that heathen Bendis who will never talk to us. The gauntlet is thrown.
I'm gonna make an objective case. I'm gonna keep my feelings out of it. I'm gonna make an objective case and let the court decide. Now, is it a kangaroo court? Probably, but nonetheless.
I smacked you in the face with my glove, Mr. Bendis. Now pick it up. All right. Ooh. Okay. Hold on. Bringing up Impulse 10 here. All I typed in was Impulse 10 in Google, and all it got was a bunch of kayaks.
Hell.
Ew. Hey. Oh, jeez. Perich. All right. So, part 3 from Impulse number 10, also January 1996. Dead Heat, second lap. Disaffected youth.
Relatable, or it used to be anyway.
Oh, please! I'm sure we both were in 1996. I love Hellfire. 10-year-old Lilith Hellfire standing there with a cigarette in her mouth. Yeah, see?
Maybe not a cigarette.
Wow!
No medicinals either.
Oh, okay.
Smoked a doobie.
All right. Writer Mark Wade again. This time, penciler Humberto Ramos, inker Wayne Foucher, colorist Tom McGraw, letterer Chris Iliopoulos, and the same editors. So pretty much just switched up some like a penciler and an inker, pretty much.
Gotta spread the money around.
That's true. Spread that 90s money around.
Exactly. We're living like there's no tomorrow.
Oh, are you saying they were living like it was 1999?
Oh, you get it. This guy gets it.
Spread that 90s money around. Spread it out! Bart Allen.
The dot-com bubble has yet to burst, so, we're living life large at this point.
The comics haven't hit rock bottom yet.
Exactly.
We're on that slide. We haven't hit the ground yet. Bart Allen has a hard time adjusting to life without super speed, and he has a very distracted day at school since he's worried about Max Mercury in the hospital. Bart even gets in a fight when some kids tease him about not caring about his uncle. Oh God. Another hero with a uncle
complex. Yeah, I know.
An uncle with a first name that starts with 3 letters. A white-haired uncle with 3 letters in his first name. It has some kind of mantra.
Yeah. Well, it's comic books. You can't really get away from that.
No, and again, it's not his real uncle. That's their cover story.
Hey, family doesn't end it with blood. Family's what you make it.
Thank you, Vin Diesel.
That's actually Supernatural.
Oh, I'm sorry. Guys talking about family and they got a car. I'm sorry, I got confused.
You gotta get the right shitty franchise together, Phil.
Oh, did you see Vin Diesel's newest work? The Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special is out today.
Look, listen, I know James Gunn is like a big thing at DC now. Doesn't mean I'm going to get into Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh my God, they mentioned Batman. Real quick. Oh my God, I'm waiting for Ray to hit that landmine.
He's like your band.
With special guest Kevin Bacon as himself.
Damn, I love Kevin Bacon. I'm still not watching it.
Wait, what, are you going to stay 6 degrees away from it?
Hey-oh.
Hey-oh. Oh my God, now you can make any connection to anybody in the Marvel universe from Kevin Bacon.
Well, that was pretty easy to do regardless, but yeah, it's a few
It
less
got
steps
even
now.
easier. Got even easier. Meanwhile, Jay Garrick, Linda Park, Jenny Ognetz, Iris Allen, and Johnny Quick visit Max, who is recovering since he stored away some Speed Force energy. A couple of Savitar's disciples show up in the hospital to finish off the speedsters. Max transfers his energy to Johnny Quick so he can battle the ninjas. Soon after, all the speedsters regain their full powers and Bart arrives at the hospital just in time to save Max. They all figure out that Wally West, and it doesn't say Jesse here, but Jesse must have crippled Savitar's schemes. So Max, Jay, Johnny, and Bart decide to head to Savitar's castle, leaving Jenny behind to protect Iris and Linda. Yeah, girl, you stay here and protect the other girls. We're going to go, see? Which I guess, I don't know, kind of makes a little bit of sense because do we really know she's from the 30th century? Could this be well, but then when you leave her with Iris and Linda, I don't know.
Do they really care? Probably not.
Oh, how dare you!
What
Come on, Linda.
You know.
If Linda dies, do you know how difficult it's gonna be living with Wally? Come on.
I mean, they gave him all the other pain between his parents. Why not have his girlfriend die at this point?
His parents being a-holes.
Manhunters and whatnots, yeah.
How's your
One's
dad?
a manhunter, the other one's just a complete and utter bitch, yeah.
How's your dad? Oh, good. All right. You know, he tried to kill my mom and then tried to sell out humanity. You know.
The usual.
I love like right before Mark Wade takes over, man, that mom gets remarries and we never see her again.
Exactly.
Mark Wade's like, I want no part of that. All right. So part 4, The Flash, number 110, February 1996, Dead Heat, 4th lap. Cut to the Quick.
Johnny Quick!
Or Jesse.
Boo.
Same team from all these other Flash books.
I've never cared for Jesse.
Oh, really? You're not a Jesse's girl?
Like,
You're not a Jesse's girl?
no, I am not. Sorry, Rick.
I mean, it depends who like writes her. I mean, she's not bad here, but I mean,
She's the worst female Flash. I'm just saying.
Oh, even in this issue?
Even in this issue.
How dare you? Because Flash battles Savitar in his castle while Jesse Quick fights Christina Alexandrova. Remember
Yeah.
Lady Flash, kids?
I liked her! Okay, yeah. You can cancel me. It's fine. I like what I like, and I stand 10 toes down on what I like, so I don't care.
You mean this woman who had to repaint herself in the image of whatever man she hooked up with?
It was truthful. We all know somebody like that.
Whoa.
If you know, you know.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no. I don't know. I thought it was like character development, you know? Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I mean, I don't think they ever said, but I mean, Wally had to have invaded Russia, right?
Yeah.
What
is known doesn't need to be spoken.
Oh, so are we saying that lightning bolt drove her even more insane than she already was?
That was the tip.
That was the
Over the edge. Hello.
They're gonna say the subtext, but okay.
Classy dick jokes. That's what you kids come for. Hello.
Oh, in a few weeks here, kids, and you know, salty and petty.
won't be that bad with Quantum Leap because I'm gonna keep it classy as a F in the chat for
Gotta start off slow. We can't,
Yeah. Gotta let the frogs get comfortable in the boiling water.
Wow.
Slowly turn up the heat.
Salty and petty, made with love.
And don't forget that, I think Magic Mike is in March, so it's either March or April, right?
Oh God. Oh
So
God.
that's when it's Justin's gonna be there.
Oh, Phil's gonna be sick that week, kids.
No,
Remember Lilith Hellfire. I don't get mad. I get even. Remember?
I know. It's just a constant back and forth of pettiness and saltiness. Okay, what can I get her back with? She made me watch Magic Mike.
And it'll be like something. It'll be like August, September, and I'll throw something out there. She'll be like, "Why the hell are we doing this?" Magic Mike. That's all I gotta say.
And I'm like, all right. I can't even complain. All right. It's a very heartfelt story about male bonding, Phil. Jeez.
Oh my God, that would just be so funny though. You and Justin. Did you see that?
It's like Fast and the Furious. You think you know what the story is about, but it's not even about that.
Well, that's true. I guess I probably would. It's Magic Mike. It's not even Fast and Furious. So. All right.
Fast and Furious is an amazing franchise. F you, Phil.
Then
just please be on the podcast of Salty and Petty.
All 20 of them. Jesse destroys the turbine, which Savitar used to steal the Speedster's super speed, and they all regain their powers. That's how they got their powers back, kids. It was Jesse.
Cat fight.
It's with Raquel Welch.
Yeah, I heard Lady Flash doesn't swing her arms when she runs. Always a Seinfeld reference, kids. The chance is never zero.
Oh my God. Charlie and I were talking this morning. We're doing the Avengers podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought up Julie Louis-Dreyfus as Val. And he said he was all disappointed that her ex-husband was Everett Ross and not Phil.
And that, yeah.
I said, you know who I want her current husband to be in the MCU? Some character played by Patrick Warburton.
Yes. Or at least make him our bodyguard or something, because he's a big
and
guy.
Then he starts throwing out Patrick Warburton should be Ben Grimm. I said no. I said Ben Grimm's too smart. He plays big dumb guys. Come on.
I mean, he did play the Tick, so he knows how to play a superhero.
Buddy, he's a big dumb guy.
Joe Swanson from Family Guy.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, that'd be so great. Oh God. Savitar quickly assembles 50 of his top ninjas. America's next top ninja. But Flash is soon joined by Jay Garrick, Johnny Quick, Max Mercury, and Impulse.
American Ninja. Get it right. F in the chat for Stephen Amell's career, y'all.
Oh my God, are we going to do a bunch of those specials? Whatever happened to so-and-so's career?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, because it's like we're not, we grew up in the 90s. So yeah, it's like VH1 behind the music. It's like Salty and Petty behind the pop culture icon.
I thought you were going to say Unsolved Mysteries.
Hey man, I can't believe they brought that back.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's all new seasons.
Oh my.
The more you know. Netflix, give us some money.
Someone give us some money.
Although they're down bad right now, they're charging for ads. They got the ad tier now.
Well, yeah, weren't they like in debt for the longest
They've
time?
always been in debt. That's the debt. Oh yeah, we'll talk about it. Because they got that Blockbuster show too that we could talk about on Salty and Petty.
Okay, their credit cards have been maxed out.
Living the American dream.
All right, so part 5, we jump back to Impulse to Impulse number 11, February 1996. Dead Heat, 5th lap, breaking the barrier.
Sound barrier? No, that's already been broken.
Hey, that sound barrier ain't no virgin no more.
Making sweet, sweet love to the timeline.
Making sweet, sweet love to the physical world. Wait, where's that job? There we go.
Be making sweet, sweet love to the timeline.
I knew it was back in the beginning.
And you get a vibrating hand. Well, not from Wally, of course, but.
Oh no! Well, lucky Lilith, you don't want
That's
to.
why Linda's so grumpy.
You want to blow your stuff up, Lilith. Yeah, he's the one who can see my vibrating hand. That's why I do.
You get a vibrating hand, and you get a vibrating hand.
Lilith's like, man, all those female speedsters have all the luck.
Some girls have all the luck.
See, Jesse, quick blondes do have more fun. So yeah, same team as the Impulse 10. Impulse, Wally West, and Jay Garrick focus on the ninjas, while Max Mercury, Johnny Quick, and Jesse Quick take on Savitar and Christina Alexandrova directly. To save his daughter, Johnny Quick runs faster than he ever has before without saying his formula, and he becomes one with the Speed Force.
And poof, he was gone.
In the end, Christina and the ninjas are defeated, leaving just Savitar, who takes off to kill Linda Park.
I mean, I can't even blame him at this point. She was kind of annoying.
Ooh! What a copycat, man. What, he's going to be a Zoom and give her the vibrating hand?
What did I just say? Everybody can catch a vibrating hand. It don't matter.
You get a vibrating hand.
Linda, that's not what I meant.
That's what you're going to get.
Wow! But man, I swear, at the end of like the previous Flash issue, the previous Impulse issue, they all kept there like, oh, it's the finals. The Speedster runs his final lap. Blah, blah, blah.
I was like, good. It's too many of y'all. I mean, if we're being real, at the time, it was a lot of speedsters. Like, it's great to have that, but like at the end of the day, it's not as exciting as like say the Bat Family or even the Super Fam.
Yeah, I mean, if you looked at all the clues, you had to figure it out to be Johnny, because it's like we already have Jesse, so it's like
Exactly. Again, a woman character coming in and taking a man's place.
they took our jobs.
They took you job.
And again, it's like how many of these senior citizen speedsters are going to be running around before it's like, oh hey,
Exactly. It's like, don't you have osteoporosis and arthritis? Just go ahead and retire, bro.
Well, yeah, it's just going to say one of these guys has to be like 3 days from retirement, right?
They're definitely too old for this. I smelled a little Murtaugh all the whole issue.
All right, so should we get to the last one?
All right, if you insist.
Well, then we can discuss the whole thing. All right, the Flash 111, March 1996, Dead Heat, final lap. Godspeed.
No. Don't get excited.
Fail. Not that Godspeed.
Exactly.
That's gonna be, oh my god, not till New 52, kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Although Mark Waid would have thought of it. Savitar makes his way toward Linda Park, and none of the speedsters are able to stop him. Eventually, XS delivers Wally West a message from Iris Allen that Savitar can't be defeated, and Wally should give him what he wants. Hail. So Wally takes. That's what I tell all those young men who date Lilith Hellfire. Don't resist. Just give her what she wants.
Nobody's got to get hurt.
Well, unless you like
Too
that.
bad. Unless you're into it.
It's all rape and murder, I'll tell you that. I don't know whether to be excited or horny or both. Come. Power of the penis.
For those of you who don't get our subtle jokes.
Bigger, harder, stronger.
Oh, you're not going to do muscle and some meat? Okay.
Hold on, I'm making you got a lot of drops of pertaining to sex and penis, Lilith.
Is that how you have them organized? Sexual innuendo?
No, it just happens that a bunch of them fall in. You know, you talk about it a lot more than anything else. So
Talking
Well,
about
you know what they
meat.
say.
what?
Exactly. I was gonna say this exactly.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, you know, keep your mind on what makes you happy.
Oh, that was the case. It'd just be Funkos.
I don't do Twinkies or toaster strudels, so
I wonder if my wrist is ready for that.
Funkos. Oh my god! I should have posted on social media that picture he sent me. Kids, it's just a wall, and all you can see is Funkos. I can't even see wall. All you see is Funkos and boxes.
It's just two walls. Leave me alone.
Oh, when you're here, I'm gonna be like, here, help me redo the room.
Like you took your Funkos out of the box. I can't talk to you. Hurts my soul, man.
All right, so yeah, Iris told XS to tell Wally give Savitar what he wants. So Wally takes Savitar to the Speed Force and leaves him there. No, he pitches him in. He's like, get out. But when Wally's
Take it
friends
out the
and
trash.
exactly, and can you imagine, like everyone, you know, Johnny's already in the Speed Force, Barry Allen's there. Everyone's like, really, you're dumping your trash in here? Seriously?
It's like the moon.
You know, this guy's been murdering people trying to get here. You like, really?
Well, Iris said you take it up with her.
Oh, that'd be funny if like Savitar jumps in there, and then the second he gets in there, Johnny Quick just starts beating the crap out of him. You kill me, you try to kill my daughter.
Mark's too classy for that.
Yeah. But when Wally's friends and family expect him to return, a different Flash arrives instead. Oh, it's not even getting to John Fox.
Ooh.
Mark pulled one of his early Flash stories from the Flash 50th anniversary out of the bag.
It's like, oh, you thought I forgot? I never forget.
You thought I was done with this guy? No, he's gonna f up.
It's like that. It's like that one issue. We just like, oh, we got a resolution to that cliffhanger from 20 years ago. Thanks, bud. I was driving my OCD insane, man.
Oh my god. It's like us. All right, little thoughts. Is this Savitar better than TV Savitar?
Absolutely. TV Savitar was such a disappointment, man. Well, so was The Rival, so was Godspeed. Basically, all their villains that wasn't played by Tom Cavanaugh totally sucked. Let's just be real. Well, no, and the other Eobarthon. I can't think of his name right now.
Oh, Matt Lencher or something, or
yeah. I forget his last name, but yeah, you know.
Basically, when he played Reverse Flash.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're just being real. Like, it was not good. Sorry, Teddy Sears. I did not like that either. That was just basically a rehash.
Exactly. It was basically like.
I mean, I like the Velocity 9 in theory, but the way that they played it and how it opened up until, like, in retrospect, when I look back at it, that's when the Flash really started unraveling with, like, Earth 3 and Earth 2 and all that.
Yeah, I mean, the Savitar thing was kind of weird.
It was awful because we know you're not killing Iris. There's no effing way they're going to let you kill Iris. She's not freaking Kate. No offense. She's not Katie Cassidy. You can't do that.
It's so weird. You, like, paint, like, this like, epic love story, and it's like, oh, it's a version of Barry who's going to kill her. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, no, like that, yeah, this Savitar, I mean, we didn't even feel like we got a lot of Savitar, but like, that's the point. He didn't overstay his welcome.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was so surprised no one ever brought him back. Cause it's like, yeah, Mark rarely, like, scratched the surface. Although, I mean, as good as this...
A lot of people don't like to tinker with the time travel stuff with Flash, I noticed, so that's probably why.
Yeah, but two, I'm like, as good as the story was, is that why? Because Mark didn't have him overstay his welcome because...
Well, that's never stopped modern writers.
I
now.
know, but-
I mean, look, they brought back Blockbuster for Nightwing. Like, come on, be effing for real.
We killed him twice.
No tea, no shade to the creator that did that, but like that's what I mean. Like there is nothing sacred anymore in modern comics. If they think they can make a buck, they're gonna bring it back.
I guess, but it's like I guess with Savitar, it's like he's not that complex or deep of a character. So,
but you can make them. There's a lot of room and backstory you could do.
True.
And for the love of God, Mark Waid's still alive. So if you had a question, you could still ask him.
I know.
Use the resource while you have it. It has been a rough 5 years for comic book fans, man.
Oh my God! Did you see? I just saw today on Mark's Facebook. His World's Finest story right now with what is that, Boy Thunder or whatever. He goes, I can't believe no one's figured it out that this kid's gonna grow up to be like a known DC character.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, he's calling us stupid.
He's basically calling everyone stupid because he's like, no one's figured it out yet that this kid's become a well-known name.
He's just trying to drive up sales. And I love him for it. I do.
I know. Hey, man.
And that's probably going to be a spin-off book that he writes. I think that's probably more importantly the hint.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I think that's the more important hint.
Maybe.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Capitalism.
Hey, man. The dude's been in the business how many years? And yeah, he's still coming out with fresh
Breaking
stuff.
them out.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I don't think it needed to be six issues, but I still liked it. Like I said, I wish we got a little more importance on Bart, but
yeah, we'll get 90s crossover, and then we're
like Max Mercury deserved a little bit more, even though
And I was kind of, I guess I was kind of surprised we didn't do 3 and 3. We did 4 and 2.
No, they were pushing it with the 2 Impulse issues. I'm gonna be real with you. I've seen the I can kind of gather how well that Impulse actually did. So they were like, nah, we know.
Well, like that first issue, did we really need that? Because most of it was like him sulking in school and stuff. It's like, did this really need to be part of the crossover?
That's relatable, emo, grunge, angsty teen. The 96, baby, like, come on, be real.
Oh, I know.
They were setting the mood. They're like, we know what you young kids are going through. We get it. We're cool. We're down with the youths.
We see you wearing your all black to school.
Exactly. Little flannel,
Yeah. When I was in school, everyone was like, "Oh, you read comic books?" Now it's like, "Oh, did you see that movie? What was that thing?" It's like,
and they still don't read the comic books.
no. But now at least they come to you and like, "Hey, everyone at work's like, hey, what was that? What was that thing in
you're
that
an
movie?"
MC. I go, "Oh, you're an MCU fan."
Oh, burn. Well, what's worse when they're an MCU fan?
I still like Disney princesses too. It's okay.
Well, look, what's worse when they're a fan of the MCU or they take like a crappy DC movie? They're like, "That was the best, wasn't it?"
That is a good question. Maybe put that down for Salty and Petty. Question of the day.
Yeah,
I think more people need a chance to answer that.
What's worse?
Snyder Bros or MCU sycophants? Let me know. I'm gonna have to come back to you on that one because both of them really grind my gears.
You Snyder Bros, the half of you that aren't bots on the internet.
You know what? I don't even know if they're bots. That's the sad thing.
Supposedly,
I'm scared that they're not bots. I said that they had to be bots, but man, I've been out among the the unwashed masses, and Jesus, they might have not been bots, bro.
Well, you're in Florida, too. So. But no, I thought I saw an article somewhere that said, half the traffic for release the Snyder Cut was like bots and stuff.
Of course, they would say that now because they're trying to kill that universe. But back when they weren't, see, you got to read between the lines about what's going on. Now they're trying to bring Cavill back. They really want Man of Steel 2 to be a thing.
Yeah.
I swear to God, they're just going to end up paying Henry Cavill. That movie's not going to come to fruition. So
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh,
have we even talked about Dawn of DC? That whole thing that they did. You know,
What?
you haven't seen it, where they released they talked about all the movies that they're like, all the projects that are coming up and stuff on James Gunn, and I have to find the link and send it to you. But yeah, it's like the Dawn of DC. Like it's their new like plan now about everything that's going forward and stuff.
Yeah, they come up with a new 10-year plan every 2 years.
Feels like every 6 business months, bro. It's like,
just like you see now, Chris Hemsworth, like, oh, the Thor franchise needs a revamp. Really?
babes, Thor's not that guy in the MCU. Knock it off. Go be with your family before we roast you and make you go sit with Chris Pratt. Okay?
Well, I saw people online. They're like, yeah, you know, that's Chris Hemsworth's polite way of saying, yeah, I know Thor: Love and Thunder wasn't good.
Yeah, it's like, babes, you're like this close to going to have to sit with Chris Pratt. Please shut up and go be with your family.
Oh!
Please.
At least Chris Hemsworth.
And the fact that his brother's taking over for for Henry Cavill in The Witcher, it's like the Hemsworth family's kind of person non grata right now. You might want to shut the hell up. you might want to calm down.
Oh my.
Just saying. Not for nothing.
Yikes.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah. So anyway, I say if you want a good Savitar story, read this.
Well, yeah, there's. I mean, in the
TV
comics, there's
show
not a lot of Savitar, so yeah, you pretty much got to read this.
But the plot drives the Flash family, and that's what I was kind of hoping for, like when Savitar was going to show up, because I did feel like in the TV show, the season that he showed up, like the team was kind of broken. It was like way too much going on. And I thought that was going to force them to come together, but I really felt like Savitar made it worse.
Well, yeah, because it was a version of Barry again. Yeah, I mean, would it have been better if it was just like a stranger? Like it, had they used comic book Savitar? Yeah.
Yeah, does it always the only personal villain we care about, let's be real, is Zoom.
I'm sorry, does every villain
the personal villain we allow?
I was gonna say it's CW, I know, but it's like, does every villain every season have to have some personal connection to somebody on the team? Can it just be?
I guess they didn't learn a lesson from Arrow.
Oh, I guess.
It's like, was Deathstroke being personally connected to Oliver cool? Yes.
Yeah. But and then you had Merlin being his, basically being Norman Osborn as his best friend's father and stuff. But after that, it's like, again, enough with the personal connections.
Well, to be fair though, Oliver made a lot of dumb mistakes that haunted him. So I don't know. For that, I get why they did it, but for Flash, not so much. Not so much. Doesn't work.
No.
Was there any new books that you want to talk about real quick, or?
Let me see. Well, I talked about the Green Lantern stuff. Talked about. Hold on, let me check the list. See what I forget what it was off this week.
DC Max remains to be a good, fun story. I'm just gonna let you guys know that.
Oh, really?
It's like Power Rangers, but yeah, it's like Power Rangers, but DC. The Justice Squadron. That sounds so badass. And it was Green Lanterns in this issue, with the Flash, and they're in space and they're like facing off against Darkseid. I mean, it's a fun, inconsequential story. And like Superman's on some BS and we don't know if he's actually gonna come around. So it's like a whole thing.
Oh, did you read Human Target?
I did. Did you like it? It continues to be great, I think.
I didn't know if it was.
I really like that the character's having such a renaissance.
I didn't know if it was the main character or Ray, because he was all paranoid about Batman.
I mean, in the DC universe, everybody has to be paranoid about Batman. To be fair.
And I love it's like, Batman's after me. Oh, it's worse. Oh, he's not after me because he must have figured out Guy Gardner's still alive.
It's like, I gotta go see a man about a punch in the face.
You want an angry rich man or an angry redneck after me? Which is worse?
I think it's equivalent, honestly.
Yeah, but say angry redneck with a power ring.
He never really wielded it the best, So I think we're safe.
Oh.
I think even Kyle did a better job than he did. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
give credit where credit's due.
And there were some good variant covers on Tim Drake Robin this week.
There was a variant cover?
There was like, I think there was two. 'Cause there was the 90s variant, which I was almost going to get, but then there was like, I don't think it was a 90s variant, but it was like, it was an homage to that Batman 368, the first time Jason was in the Robin costume.
Oh yeah, I only got the '90s variant because that's what
Okay,
I'm
but
doing right now.
I got that one because it was pretty cool because it's Tim in the Jason position, and instead of Batman behind him, it's Red Hood basically with the crowbar.
Is anybody reading Punchline, the Gotham game? Because Teeny Howard's writing it with
Ooh,
Blake.
I am.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not Charlie Esther. I'll give it. I told you.
And it's the Royal Flush Gang. Like I told you, it makes so much sense now. It's all coming together.
Yeah.
Because more love for the Royal Flush Gang.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why I really loved Arrow, and I was like, because I felt like that was like a nod to Batman Beyond, because that was kind of like a thing for a while with them. So yeah. Anytime anybody uses Royal Flush Gang, I'm gonna give you a chance.
Oh my god. Okay, I know you're not reading Harley Quinn, but Harley Quinn came out this week, and again, she's trying to figure out who killed her because her friend dumped her in the Lazarus pit to bring her back. So she's trying to figure out who killed her. So she captures Zaz, and she keeps the whole issue is like she has Zaz tied up, and she's just like effing with him and stuff, and like then she goes like to investigate like a crime scene or something. She brings Zaz still tied in the chair, and she has a hat and a mustache on him like he's Dr. Watson.
Oh no! As in no. Oh, okay.
She just messing with Zaz the whole time. It's great. Because you don't feel bad for Zaz. He's killed how many people?
Exactly.
Oh god, that was Harley Quinn 24 too.
Oh, you think we're gonna reset at 25?
I don't know. I thought they were gonna reset after when they were doing weekly, but I guess not. I guess they just wanted to get that all out of the way because it was Dark Crisis related.
Oh. Yes. It's so funny how every single DC writer hates every single like quote unquote reboot refresh that go, oh, let's just skip it as much as we can.
Especially Dark Crisis. Nobody writing the regular book seems the one to deal with it. Like I said, I think they said up in Action Comics soon it's going to basically take place between two issues. That's it.
Oof.
And I know Chip
hasn't.
Are you
not embarrassed?
Chip hasn't dealt with it in Batman yet. I mean,
you're putting it off to the last minute.
I mean, and they still said like that, like in Wonder Woman. Remember the last issue was the Trinity. They still haven't dealt with Dark Crisis yet. It's like,
yeah. Oh, shout out to DC versus Vampires being the penultimate issue, by the way. So.
Yeah, take a drink, Future Lilith.
That's the only reason why I mentioned it. It's not that it's a good book. It started off strong, but like the gimmick kicked in, and I'm like, okay, no, enough of that.
Are you ready for it? Yes, it wasn't that good. There was no dick in it.
Exactly.
Lil's like, I agree 100%.
Scream at.
So yeah, that's DC in a nutshell, pretty much. You got some Batman. You got DC Horror was out, but it was Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead. So
yeah, I saw that on the list.
I don't know why that's out in November, but okay.
Maybe it was late, but I was gonna say that wasn't out yet. I thought that or was I thinking about one of their other Halloween specials?
Yeah, no, you're probably thinking of the other one. Like this one just kind of, I was like, oh yeah, I thought that was only a one-off, and come to find out they had 2 more issues.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, the other one I got was that Terrors Through Time because our friend Charles Skaggs had a story in there.
Yeah, that one was good. Oh, it's 6 issues. Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead. Why?
Yeah. In 2022,
I don't know. Like I said, corporate welfare.
Sergeant Rock. Who? I mean, besides Lilith Hellfire.
I mean, that's for me. That's right up my alley and everything. But as a horror book, no, thank you.
I mean, unless you're like a huge comic nerd with like knowledge of all the history, who's reading Sergeant Rock? You're not even bringing me.
Can you text Charlie, see if he knows about Sergeant? I feel like that's a Charlie Esser thing. It's like when you don't have the rights to G.I. Joe. What do you?
It's like the Rob Southgate scale. Even Charlie Esser, is not. No, that's what I'm saying. Like I've been reading comics for like over 30 years. I ain't coming for Sergeant Rock. It's like,
I mean, like I said, if it would have had just been the one-off, I picked up the one issue and then I
yeah,
was like, oh, it's more? And it kind of found out there's literally even more after issue 3.
that would have been the
Yikes.
only chance that I would have read that is if it would have been a one shot. But at the minute I would have found out it was more than one, I'd been like, I ain't picking that up. I ain't buying 3 to 6 issues of Sergeant Rock.
Yeah. Oh, DC's making excellent choices.
I mean, again, look at Marvel DC. They're pandering to us 90s kids, okay?
They're pandering to the 30s kids.
That's what I'm saying.
The 30s through the 40s kids. I'm like, babes, they're dead. I hate to tell you. I hate to be the one to tell you.
Remember when Sergeant Rock showed up in Crisis in the 80s and then people were like, oh, that shit's old.
Yeah.
It's like, really?
Yeah.
Wow. You ain't talking to Nick Fury kids, and I don't know if you could even sell a Nick Fury book these days.
The Howling Commandos, I know, right? Like, if they did something cool like that to bring him back and his whole squad, or, the Seven of Victory or whatever, cool, like, let's do it. But
the only way you're selling Howling Commandos these days is if every issue you get either Captain America or Namor or somebody to show up. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Like I said, this just shows you the things that they're doing. But you kids should continue to read Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries because it is excellent.
Nice.
I can't stress it enough. Like, everybody thinks it's a gag and it's a joke, but they keep bringing it back for a reason because it's good and people like it. So if you're not reading it, just saying, maybe you got a kid in your life.
Yeah. Oh, save your Bat books, kid, for one, because we'll be recording here soon the next Batman episode. So.
Okay. I wasn't going to talk about it anyway.
Okay, but no, I'm just no, there's plenty of Bat books to go around.
Yeah, it's like, babes, this is unlimited justice. No, we don't do that here. We have a whole other show for that.
What are we, Wakanda? We don't do that here. All right, we done?
Yes, definitely.
All right, so I don't even have to open the schedule. I know that we only got 2 episodes left, kids, of Unlimited Justice next week. That's right. We've been threatening it for a while. We're going to be talking about Bendis' crimes during the DC Comics, when he was at DC Comics. So,
Strictly DC Comics era, Bendis.
yeah. So, yeah, what was that? Superman, Young Justice, Naomi, Justice League. Oh, he did have a Batman story. What was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get into all that, kids. All that. And then, yes, again, in 2 weeks, we're gonna close this mother out with the death of Superman. Because this year is the 30th anniversary. When are they putting out that? Weren't they putting out like an anniversary special on Death of Superman? When is that coming out?
You would have thought that already been out, but yeah.
I know. I thought the actual date or what? When did that? Do you remember when that came out? Was that November?
I think so.
I thought
No, it was earlier than that.
Oh no, I thought it wasn't towards the end of the year.
Yeah, it was like the last quarter of the year. I always want to say September, but I don't.
It
think
seemed like
so.
it was the fall, so it might have been not. If it wasn't November, it's probably October or something. Sorry to drag this out, kids, but I'm looking up when that 30th
Sorry to
anniversary.
make you listen to all this.
Oh, November 8th.
Oh, well, it's just yeah. So it probably hit the shelves December actually. So
Wait a minute.
yeah,
So it came
no,
out-
yeah, it had to be December, and then it lasted for like damn near a year, right?
Yeah. Well, Reign of the Superman, yeah.
Yeah. So
No, I'm saying that 30th anniversary special. It's saying was out November 8th. So
no way.
that's what it's saying, but I don't remember seeing this.
No, that can't be right because I picked up my books and my guy didn't have it in there. So
Hell.
Holy
crap! Okay, cover price
Oh,
$10.99.
the 30. Oh, okay.
What?
Oh, I see one that's in there. The deluxe edition's like $36.
Oh, but no, the actual comics $10.99.
I mean, that's not bad for DC.
80 pages.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
I thought we were doing like $9.99 for 80 pages.
I mean, those specials have been fluctuating if you haven't noticed.
True.
Well, that Harley
look.
Quinn was like 13 or something, so.
Oh, Lilith Hellfire. I see 14 different covers on this thing.
Forget it. After I did the 80th anniversary, I'm not doing that for Superman no more.
Really?
He can go kick rocks.
Oh my.
Like, if they're not going to give him the respect that he deserves, why should I?
True.
They don't make Superman. It's hard to be a Superman fan out here, man.
Well,
a comic book Superman fan?
Well, I think they're trying, they're going to bring the secret identity back. We're going to unbend this everything. So,
call me after Dark Crisis, I guess.
Exactly. I'd say if there's any glimmer of hope, it's going to be January. So,
yeah. I'll have to go. I wonder why my guy didn't put it in my pile then.
Hell.
I have to go. I'm going
unless it's late, because I didn't see it either. I would assume my guy would have asked me at least if I wanted it. Because all right, we're gonna have to research this. All right, kids. So yeah,
we'll get back to you, kids.
Yeah, we'll get back to you next week. We're on our Bendis special. So yes, email us your Bendis thoughts, your Death of Superman thoughts. Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find Unlimited Justice on Facebook, on Twitter. You can find Capes and Lunatics on Hive. Find links for all the social medias for everything we do. Follow everything so you get all the updates, especially for the new stuff coming in 2023. Salty and Petty, Marvel Tales, whatever else our demented little minds come up with.
Okay, no, it's coming out January 23rd.
Okay.
Not January 23rd, but January 2023.
Oh, okay. Oh, just in time to miss the anniversary. Okay.
Yeah. It probably was late.
That sounds.
It got published in November, but I think something's up. It's saying it's not going to hit the streets until January.
That sounds about DC. Just in time to
Again,
miss the anniversary.
They don't give Superman the respect he deserves. Why should I? That's just it. Literally, case in point.
If there's one book you should have rushed out to make sure it was on time, it was that book.
Idiots.
Especially if you're going to cash grab.
I hope a whole bunch of people got fired.
If you're gonna cash grab the 30th anniversary of that death, yeah, you should have pushed that. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad story, but they act like that is like the greatest story they've ever published.
I mean, no, I'm gonna say it is one of the top 15 Superman stories of all time.
Yeah.
Notice I didn't say top 10. My favorite one is the gift for the man who has everything. That's my number one story, but everybody's different. But it's top 15. It's not top 10.
Yeah. I mean, sales wise, it might be the top.
Oh well, sales wise, that is the best thing to them that ever happened to them. I guess it's like X-Men. It's like that X-Men book, and that
Oh, that's the.
I don't think that particular issue was the best, but that's the one that sold the most.
That is the most important story to the industry, because Marvel and DC saw, they're like, oh hey, we can do these gimmicks.
Yeah, for better or for worse.
Exactly.
And we'll talk about that. maybe my guy has a copy, and if he does, I can do something. Maybe they just aren't allowed to release it till January. I'll ask him.
Oh, maybe
if he has it, I'll try to get it.
Maybe when that comes out in January, maybe we could talk about on Salty and Petty, the biggest cash grabs in comics of all time.
That no. Death of Superman needs its own thing.
Okay.
Because I have so many feelings.
Well, you know what? Episode 50, we're going to talk Death of Superman. Then we can be like, hey, you want more of this? You better tune in to Salty and Petty.
If you want the actual coverage of the damn book.
If you want the real crap behind the scenes crap, yes, Salty and Petty. All right, so yeah,
that's crazy. I'm in shock right now.
I know, because I kept thinking, I'm like, it's not supposed to be out.
I haven't seen. I would have had it if it was out.
Yeah, me too. That's what I'm like. That's why I was like, it can't be out. All right. So yes, kids. So follow all our social media, the YouTube channel. Smash that subscribe button so you don't miss anything we do. Interviews, like our recent Jeff Johnson interview, Cliff Chang. Yeah, we've had a lot of good interviews, and stay tuned. We should have more.
Gonna have
We
a lot
always
more.
and hey, always come in. We'll get there, but yeah, smash that subscribe button so you don't miss a second of anything we do. Because even when we don't have guests, it's pure gold, kids.
Smash it.
It's gold, Jerry. That's gold, Jerry. All right, saying the Patreon. Once again, we're paying for this out of our own pocket. Every little bit helps, but $3 to $5 gives you early access to create interviews, including the man who comes back every month. He never learns his lesson, Mr. DG Chichester.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
I mean, we love him, but I don't know how he puts
It's
up with us.
therapy and an ego boost. Why wouldn't he come back?
That's true. That's true. Because he's always down on himself. Like, no. But no, buddy, that's good. And again, superhero movie brackets about to come to an end. But again, in 2023, if you are a patron, you get to be our boss. Tell us what to do. Get to learn what it feels like to be Lilith Hellfire and tell us what to do. Demand things. So yes, please subscribe to our Patreon and pick yourself up some fabulous Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Or if you're just feeling in a generous mood, I was going to say the holidays, but any time of the year, if you're just feeling in a generous mood, use that Cash App link to just rain random money on us.
Make it rain.
So find it all at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. All right. You all know her, the salty, you know my petty, Lilith Hellfire. Where can people talk to you about the 90s?
If you want to talk to me about the 90s, come find me on Hive. That's at Lilith Hellfire on Hive. And then, of course, on TikTok, making all the comments and maybe some of the content. But you got to hit the like and follow button to find out at Lilith Hellfire 69. Duh.
Either do the 6 or do the
9. So many drops.
Lubricated eels are the best. No. That's a Marvel thing.
That's true.
Come on, get your head out of your butt, buddy. We were
Save that
busy,
for
Bonnie.
Bendis.
No. Oh, that's true.
Ooh, that sure was close. I didn't get manhandled. I don't know whether to be.
Well,
Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business.
and we're so only remember, kids, only 2 episodes away from
The big finish.
Jazz hands.
Thank you for joining us again. Next week, Bendis answers for his DC crimes, and then in 2 weeks, the death of Superman, which will probably get continued on Salty and Petty in 2020. And then, yeah, that's it. And again, yeah, you'll have the same number of shows, but instead of Unlimited Justice, you'll have Salty and Petty. Talk about making evildoers answer for their crimes. But until next week, come get yourself some justice.
Well, somewhat limited justice now, but you get it.
Ooh. Bring Bendis to justice.